ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Holy smokes. Just had an absolute experience. It was absolutely incredible. So, come down. So, we go out to eat, actually, with my parents. Take Maverick out. It's a family thing. It was phenomenal. We're there with my grandpa. So, we're heading home. And I'm getting ready to come downstairs to start live streaming. I'm going to scoot this back. It looks like I'm talking a little loud. So I come downstairs to start live streaming, and it had like a weird, like, watery smell. And so I'm like, what is that? So we have like a room that I would say is more of like storage. It's just all concrete. Like, there's no sheetrock on the wall. It's where we usually store like all of our holiday stuff, and we have a deep freeze. And so I go in there, and there's just water everywhere. Just water everywhere. And this is literally like 5 minutes until 9. Because I pushed it back because I knew I was going to be going out to eat with my family. So this is literally like 5 minutes till. So I'm in there like trying to mop up all this water. And so I'm like, well, I figured I better go live because, we need to. And so then in the process of mopping, I hear Maverick go running, and he just slips and just eats it and starts crying. So, wow, this last like 15 minutes has just been an absolute wreck. And then I was actually going to be live pretty close to being on time. But then, of course, this computer decides to just go slow as molasses. And it took literally 10 minutes to just bring up OBS. It's just been one of those stretches right now. So we are live. We're gonna go for a decent little bit, and then I gotta go mop some more water. So what's going on, everybody? Daniel, appreciate you coming in. Nora, what is going on? Miguel, what is going on? Red Sox, that's absolutely amazing. What is going on? UAVS. That is correct, ladies and gentlemen. That is a big one we're going to be talking about because just so much has been occurring with that company. As you guys are aware, I'm going to push this back a little bit more. I think I'm redlining a little bit. As you guys are aware, I did start another YouTube channel. And it has been eating a lot of my attention. I'm very, very hooked on with the new aspect. It's nice to have that, I guess motivation to monetize again, and push and see the capabilities of getting people to like the content. I like that aspect. Not that the stock stuff isn't doing that. It's just, it's something new again, and it's a passion. So I've been putting a lot of time, a lot of effort on the other channel. But this Ag Eagle stuff, ladies and gentlemen, has been absolutely, absolutely incredible. It seems like it just compounded quickly. And, obviously we do the acquisition, of MicaSense. Then we do turn around and do the acquisition, of Measure. And then it's like we had a quarterly call, and then we had a corporate update, and then in the process of the corporate update, we are introduced to the new COO, Brandon Torres DeClet, and then literally like a week and a half later, they're sending Michael Droz out the door, because that's my take on it. It says that basically they stated that he was going to be pursuing other opportunities. I don't think that's the case. I think they were presented with such a tremendous opportunity when Brandon Torres DeClet came apart. I think that was a big reason why they made that acquisition, was so that they could bring him on board. And now he is your new CEO. And, I've covered it tremendously in 2 videos. I think he provides stuff that's just outside of just the business savviness. I really think that there is a lot that goes on. Obviously you want a good business person to be able to run and function a business and understand the ins and outs of that. But I think he brings that other side of things where it's understanding the concept of what the business is actually about. I think that he is so involved with a lot of the drone aspects. He's obviously a part of the committee that is writing and laying out the floor plan for how drones are going to function within the FAA regulations. And I think that since he's a part of that, obviously a lot of that stuff's going to come back. I talked about multiple times in both those videos, his, how much involved he is with the public sector, but also the private sector. And with that private sector comes a lot. And there's a lot of money to be had in that private sector. You could be potentially talking about a lot of government entities. He was very tied in with the New York Police Department, Homeland Security. I mean, the list goes on, ladies and gentlemen, what he has been involved with and who he's been working with. So I'm extremely, extremely excited for him to take over. It does feel like, as of late, the stock has been somewhat more responsive. I think, what was it, yesterday we hit $5 and some amazing number. We did have a little bit of a pullback today. It looks like we finished at $4.97, but we were up to $5.03 in the after hours. We did open at, looks like $5.12, and its high was $5.29 today. But I think that's showing a new direction. I don't think that there's anything wrong with Michael Droz. I don't think that he was necessarily leading this company in a negative path or anything. I just think that this was such a tremendous opportunity for them to put someone of this stature in place that it had to be done. So yeah, for sure. I think it's YouTube because it happened to me. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, Nora. That's awesome. That sucks. Sorry to hear about the water issue. I appreciate it, Rodney. It means a ton. And, we've been getting a massive amount of rain. I don't know if you guys follow me on TikTok. I literally created a TikTok for my new channel just to try to draw more attention to it. I never thought I would ever enter the TikTok space, but I did. And I posted, I literally had like nickel-sized hail hitting my truck yesterday, and cars were just parked in mass under bridges. That way their vehicles weren't getting hit. So I don't know if it's just the amount of rain we got and the direction at which it was coming, and how much wind we had as well. So it could have easily just blown through the door with how much wind we had. So I got to assess. But we also have a deep freezer that's from 1960. And I'm sure at some point the deep freezer is going to go out. So I really have to evaluate and see what's going on. The big thing, I just got to get the water cleaned up and make sure that that's all squared away, because we do have some, some holiday stuff in there. Our Christmas trees are in there, and some like luggage and things like that. So I have to go in there after this and make sure that everything is squared away. Salute to everyone. What's going on, Jay? Appreciate you coming in, my friend. Appreciate you coming in. Michael Droz is a serial CEO. That's awesome. Hey, young man. Well, I appreciate you coming in, Mopar. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Fired on his day off. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. He did great things and then got them lined up for success, so it's all good. I have to agree. I do really think, I think he did good things. I just, again, think that this is that like once in a lifetime opportunity. I view this, because I've been covering sports as of late, just nonstop. It's so much fun. So my correlation to you guys would be, this is like that manager that comes along and it's like, this is like that once in a lifetime hire. And I think that they got him in that. And I think that they understand what they're getting. And I'd be interesting, how, this direct offering that they did as well, what that's going to lead to. Because typically every time they've done something like that and very similar to that, it typically leads to something much bigger. And, they've acquired the SaaS, I guess you could say. When they went out and got measured, they obviously went and got the cameras and the sensors and things like that with MicaSense. I think that they're moving along with some things, and I think that there's a few things that they, the partnership with Valkyrie is still there, and so I think that they have created, and then really the mission has been to create the overall solution. So when someone needs something from a drone perspective, you can come to Ag Eagle and you can get every single thing you need at Ag Eagle. You don't have to purchase little slices or slivers of what you want, and then you got to go to another company. They're literally trying to make it a one-stop shop and make it a package deal, and I think that is a significant thing, and I think that'll definitely be something that, as we move forward into this, I guess you could say movement when it comes to deliveries and package deliveries and drones flying everywhere. I think that's where you're going to really see Ag Eagle stand out versus some of the other competitors, because it is a one-stop shop. You're getting everything that you need. And from a business perspective, that's probably a lot more convenient. And, everything will roll out to Ag Eagle. And it's just very interesting in how they're doing it. So for sure. He did great things. Yeah, I read that. Christmas is canceled. I sure hope not. It sounded like Ag Eagle may make consumer drones. And that's another thing too, What I think is very, very interesting is, what they brought in with Brandon Torres de Cled. I think you're talking about, just an overall understanding of the current state of the market. And in a way, he's the one that's going to determine where it's going to, because he's writing the playbook, ladies and gentlemen. He's literally the one that's, going to decide with the FAA on what is acceptable, what isn't, and when it's going to start flying. Like, he's got the in on all that. And so I think that's what's absolutely phenomenal. I really am very bullish on Ag Eagle. I know my personal thoughts with Ag Eagle and the stock price, because when I started covering Ag Eagle, and really when I started covering all the drones, is a big portion of it in it because of the stock price? Yes, because we're obviously in it to make money as shareholders. But I've been consumed to where I want success for the company, because I have created relationships with people that are involved with the company. Not only you guys, but like, from a business perspective, I've interviewed, CEOs that are very, very related to the subject matter, but also the company. And you see their passion, their vision, their direction that they want this to go. So it became a little bit more than just a share price and an investment for me. And I do think that with the way how the market has trended, I think that obviously this stock has been beaten down. I also realize that we are truly a year away before we really start to see a lot of this stuff start to go. But I do think that a lot of things are going to unravel in the summertime into the fall. Now, with the way the market has been handled and how some of the stuff with the pandemic has been going, could this be pushed back just a little bit? Maybe it could be like fall time into next year. But I do really think you guys are going to start to see an overall unraveling of a lot of things. Like, I've been told numerous times from people that you're going to start to see basically like some major companies assembling together to create almost like God squads and things like that. So it'll be interesting to see which companies come together, really mesh, form, a major alliance, and then start taking on this, package delivery from a drone perspective. It'll just be very, very interesting. I'm super excited because, there is more than Ag Eagle. And like, I still, for the life of me, ladies and gentlemen, cannot figure out, I guess, the competition mindset with ALPP, Alpine 4 Holdings, and Ag Eagle. I understand that they are in the same sector when it comes to drones, but that's like the primary business model. It is the business model of what Ag Eagle does. I mean, if you think about it, they're in the farming industry. They're in package delivery. They're drone related. Alpine 4 Holdings, ladies and gentlemen, is, yes, drones, but so much more and beyond so much more. Like, they really do a lot more outside of drones. So I, for the life of me, can't figure out why people on social media are like, oh, we're rivals, or like they just want to beat down Ag Eagle. And I get the idea that you're fully committed to ALPP. Maybe you never did get into, Ag Eagle, but it's still not a competition. I mean, I guess from a business perspective, maybe you're arguing over contracts, or even like government contracts or whatever. But the thing is they're really not competitors because they're both still trying to drive the industry. They're still trying to create massive success for the industry because then both businesses are successful. And then at that point, that's where it becomes more of maybe a competition once the entire aspect is established. So I don't know. Again, I hit on that last live stream. I'm going to hit on it again because I just see it all over social media. And it seems like sometimes people want to bash Ag Eagle when really they shouldn't be bashing them at all. They should be rallying them on because they're pushing for the sector to do well. So I don't know. We'll have to see. Brandon mentioned competing with DJI. Now that is more of a competition because that is an entire, a competitor outside the country, and that's completely understandable. But to be competing amongst businesses that ALPP has a segment of where Ag Eagle is solely focused on, I don't know. I'll never understand that whole situation. So interesting. Let's see. Caught back up. I'd love to buy an Ag Eagle drone if it becomes available to retail buyers. I think it would be very interesting. I really do. And I think that signifies like more than just. Ladies and gentlemen, that's another thing too I want to hit on real quick too, is we're so honed in on this one, and that's the key thing, one major retail investor, e-commerce, excuse me. And I'm still 100% convinced that it's Amazon. But the thing is there's nothing that says that the only supplier, at least unless there's a contract that says, hey, this is how it works, and the only one that you're going to be able to work with for a long time is Amazon. That would have to be a massive contract because you would have to make sure that it's worth it to only stick with one. But I don't think that's the case. They're probably obviously going to do things for Amazon, or as some people believe, whatever e-commerce it is. But I think there's going to be multiple e-commerces. There's going to be multiple government entities now that you have Brandon Torres Declet. I really do think that there is a lot that this company is going to provide once it really becomes a significant thing. So, I mean, we understand that Valkyrie is very much involved with, some of the facets of food delivery. They did some stuff with a company that is tied with Domino's Pizza. Where we've seen the connexes that they've worked on, where they are basically creating little micro centers, and they expect these Ag Eagle drones to go flying everywhere. So yeah, it's just going to be really, really interesting to see what really ends up happening, honestly. Red Sox, Brandon Torres Declet equals BTD, buy the dip. So buy UAVS up, up, up. I could not agree more. Red Sox, I think that I definitely think that we're going to start to see this thing rebound. I've also heard that there's a lot of conversation that in this infrastructure bill, which I'm going to have to kind of dive into and really check. But supposedly there could potentially be some stuff related to drone infrastructure and things like that. So we'll have to see. I mean, $6 billion is a lot of money, or $1 trillion, $6 trillion is a lot of money. And so we'll have to see. I heard a lot of it was education and some other stuff. But what's going on, Duckster? What is going on? Rodney, thanks for hopping on my live. And Sam, also, you guys rock. Nora, I was hanging out in there, but I was at work and I was actually at the front desk. I'm not supposed to say. So I couldn't actually type or anything, but I was popped in there. I got to keep up with the OGs. Nora, you've been around for a long time. I appreciate you guys. So, I'm silently lurking, and yeah, for sure. One of my favorite ones was I went and caught up with your and Michelle's more recent one that you guys did, and definitely had to check that out. It was it was very, very interesting. I absolutely love when Michelle goes live. It's awesome. I've been applying to jobs. I applied 8 already, and nobody has reached out yet. That's very interesting. Duxter, if you came to Kansas, you would probably get a job tomorrow, my friend. There's so many jobs here that it's unbelievable. Just chilling, Sam, relaxing. How about you? What's up, Nora, the dispatcher? That's a huge surprise, Duxter. You should hear something. So many business hiring now. It's crazy. Duxter called him, bugged him a little, asked him, your Judy checking until application stands. That's a secret. Yeah, laugh aloud, but nothing yet. Not even an interview. Everything is competition. It's McDonald's and Burger King. It's Dunkin' Donuts and Krispy Kreme. It's PHUB and OnlyFans. Wake up, Lucas. What are you thinking, brother? What's going on, Tim? I appreciate you coming in, sliding in, sneaking in. What's going on, Tim? I appreciate it, my friend. I do agree with the competition aspect. Don't get me wrong. From a business perspective, there is competition. But when your market itself isn't even functioning yet, you're really not competing because there's nothing to compete against. I mean, you can constantly compete and say, like, oh, we're the best drone maker, we're the best, box maker. But when your infrastructure isn't even performing its task yet, that really means nothing. So are you truly competing? I don't think so, and that's where I think they're not truly competitors yet. I think they're more, I wouldn't even necessarily say allies. They're just trying to accomplish a task together. So they're almost like teammates. They just haven't been traded yet. Tim's the man, the Viking. I love these conversations with Tim. It's refreshing. Love the humor. I absolutely enjoy coming in on these Friday nights, guys. Like, these live streams are absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. It helps me get away from mopping water. How's your portfolio, Tim? I'm a portfolio manager, Duxter. Keep at it, bro. I'm sure there's a lot of companies having trouble to bring in people. Wait, Nora, you're a portfolio manager? Thanks, I appreciate that. I love seeing the OGs in the chat for sure. What's up, Timmy? Good to see you. Stick to it. I see a lot of debate on when that e-commerce partner will be announced. I think it won't happen until after they both get all their FAA certifications and after they uplift to explode demand. I agree. I think that they're obviously, they don't want to, and like I just kind of hit on too, I don't feel that they want to make a big time announcement and not be able to show results. And I think that once they're able to show results, I think that's where you're really going to start to see a lot of companies that you're like, oh, they were tied together. There's a lot of companies right now, we talked about it, Miguel, too, like, Red Cat went to the NASDAQ and it really acted like it wasn't that big of a deal. I know for a fact Dragonfly is going through that process right now because I've had an interview lined up to talk, and it's been pushed back multiple times because of the NASDAQ. We are aware because it's been public that they've put in to go to the NASDAQ. A very similar situations going on with ALPP. We know that they're literally just waiting to go uplist to the NASDAQ. We know that they've done everything. I think they've even completed the S3, which is incredible, and it wasn't even like reviewed. They just approved it. So that tells you a lot too about that company. So I think there's just a lot that's going on with the NASDAQ as far as how long the approvals have been taking due to the pandemic. And I think once a lot of this stuff starts to kick in, you're going to hear a lot more news because they're not in this window of just, as they would call it, like blackout time where they can't really talk to media and do presentations and things like that. I think there are some things that they can release, but as far as interviews, that's why you've seen a lot of silence from, you haven't hardly heard anything from Cameron Shelf, the CEO of Dragonfly. You've hardly heard anything really. I mean, in all honesty, you haven't heard anything a lot from Kent Wilson, who's the ALPP one. Outside of even Ag Eagle being tied to the non-disclosure agreement, they can still talk about some stuff. And it's like at the time, Michael Droz was just hiding in a cave somewhere. So I think there's just a lot that's going on with this sector. And I think once, they start making progress and more is approved, I think that's where you're going to start to see these companies just just one thing after another, and that's what's going to be awesome. So maybe next year thoughts. I think, I'm thinking summer we're going to start to see a lot. I think we're going to really honestly start to see a lot progress in the summertime. I wouldn't be surprised if we start to see minimum amounts of things happening in July as far as like making those good steps. I would say you're definitely probably going to see package delivery happening next year, would be my guess, of some sort. Tim in the house. Glad to see you, Sam. How's your life, Lucas, besides YouTube? It is YouTube, Duckster. Since I started my other channel, I've been just going all out. Outside of that, the little man is growing. It's just a lot of fun. Absolutely enjoy spending time with him. And then obviously, spending time with my wife and stuff like that. It's really been nice. But I'm going all out on this new channel. As crazy as it sounds, I have a ton of things behind the scenes that are in the works. I'm interviewing people that have good positions inside the market already. There's just so much stuff that's kind of going on from a YouTube perspective, and I'm looking forward to continue like really establishing both these channels, because I do think that there's a chance if both of them continue to be successful, there's a chance that I could make this a full-time gig, and that's kind of the vision I have. I do have some timelines and some things I want to check off before I ever obviously take that leap of faith, but a lot of positivity, and that's kind of just how I live, is very positive. So but like I said, guys, like I'm just having an absolute blast. There's not enough time in the day. I can't repeat that enough. Like, it just doesn't feel like there's enough time in the day for me to accomplish everything I want to accomplish. It's like I get tired at 11 o'clock, midnight, and it's like, oh, I gotta go to bed because I gotta at least be on my A game for work, and I still want to be a dad and a husband and stuff like that. So have any of you been doing some swing trading? I've been doing good with a few plays. Buy low, sell high. That's awesome, Sam. Good to hear. Really good to hear. Rodney, excited about the run for Humble. Rodney, I am too. And I think, there's a lot that has been going on with that company as well. There you guys go. All right, my attack dogs, my squad just assembled. One just flew out behind my back. I'm extremely excited for Humble. I think, the NFTs today was the closing of the NFTs. I work obviously during the day, so I can't live stream during the day. Even though I had a premiere go live on a video today. That was actually my first time ever premiering a video. It was really cool to see. So the video obviously was going live, which I thought was really, really cool. And so it's the video playing and premiering, but people are able to comment and chat like it's a live stream, even though it's not live. Like, the video itself isn't interacting. I just thought it was really cool and unique, and I think, the more on my other channel, I'm going to do that a lot more often because I think it's very engaging. I don't think it's really as unique with maybe a stock channel video because unless you're premiering a video, I guess, revolving around like I just wouldn't, maybe like an earnings, and you would be premiering it because an earnings is going to drop or something. But I just think for certain situations, I think premiering videos is unique, and that's my first time ever doing it. So I thought it was really cool, and it was a lot of fun. So, but yeah. Humble. Back to Humble. The NFTs. I think that's incredible. Me and Burner Market, TC from Burner Market Trading, have really kind of created a pretty solid, good relationship. We talk all the time. And I knew he was going live today, so I was popping in and out when I could. But what was really cool is his one of his close followers is in his Discord and things like that. Actually, was the one that won the Clint Eastwood American Sniper NFT, and it's a 1 of 1. And I mean, it was a soft launch, so they didn't like unleash the full fury of obviously what they plan on doing. And I think they really wanted to get kind of a good, feel for it. And I think it really was a success. I think it's going to be absolutely amazing to see. It's going to be absolutely amazing to see how, Humble continues to progress in that asset. And I think, there's just so much that this company is doing, even behind the scenes, that they haven't even like really publicly released. And I think that's what's just cool. I think the run has been much needed. As crazy as it sounds, the Heidenberg thing actually truly helped. And, I think that it pushed it to a limit where like people are like, this is just way too oversold. And it's time to lock and load and get this thing rolling, because there's just been so much beat down on it. And guys, don't get me wrong, it's happened across the board. There's so many stocks even now that you're just like, there's no reason for that stock to be where it's at. And so I think we're going to definitely start to see some things respond. And I do think the closer we get to more summer months, like we're about to enter June, July, and I think as we start to progress into August, I think we're definitely going to be really, really getting into some pretty good stuff. So super, super excited. Yes, I grabbed Oxy for a swing trade this week. That's awesome. Little Occidental Petroleum. I really like the new CEO. Gotcha. Yeah, Duckster. He's going to be a monster. I grabbed a few shares of Beyond Me today. I saw that that was a big piece of what your live stream is about, Nora. Or your video today. Excuse me, not your live stream, your video. Hire a secretary. Yeah. Yeah, it worked for me. Yeah, I wish I could. Awesome, Duckster. Just make sure you don't drink with Oxy. Not a good combo. Oh, there he is. There's my guy. And 2 more shares of GME for the YOLO. Yep. Yeah, my buddy that I work with, he's been really kind of slowly adding to both those. I hate when they call them meme stocks, because I get the idea, but would you guys really, and I was going to ask you this, would you really consider AMC a meme stock? Like, I don't feel AMC is a meme stock. Like, I could be wrong. I'm not all over, the website that everything exploded on. So maybe it is a meme, but I just, Doge I feel was a meme coin. I don't see AMC being that meme stock. GameStop definitely, but not AMC. Sorry, I meant Nora, not Duckster. Humble, let's go. What's up, GS Tech? What's going on, my friend? Yeah, specify Occidental Petroleum. AMC, Nora, you holding? Tim, I follow you on Twitter. Brah. I appreciate that, my friend. Hopefully you're following me on both of them. I've been pretty active on both. It's a little challenging, obviously, running 2 Twitter accounts. You get... once you get down that wormhole, you're not coming back for a while. So at times, you get locked in and you're like, oh my goodness. I think my beard grows a little bit longer by the time I come out. Got some Doge at 32. Let's go. Ah, boo. Now I'm disappointed, Nora. Yeah, I'm holding 100 AMC and Webull, and I have 25 shares in Robinhood. That's awesome, Nora. So you really been, taking it in on that, the runs it's had. It had a monster couple runs. It definitely did. I know, not as fun at parties. What's going on, Chang? New channel is doing great. I enjoy your perspective on the Chiefs and talking sports. I could listen to sports talk all day. I appreciate it, Rodney. I'm starting to definitely get involved with a lot more. I've been covering a lot of the Chiefs just because the draft recently ended. I did a KU video, Kansas University football video, which I didn't expect that one to just blow the doors off because, KU football has been so atrocious for so long. But me being a fan and covering, the new coach and stuff like that, I feel like I definitely needed to. But yeah, I'm going to start doing a little bit more Royals. I'm definitely going to, start getting incorporated because the draft is coming up for Major League Baseball. And I'm a huge baseball fan. So you got the draft coming up. You got the trade deadline coming up. There's just a lot of that's going on in sports. And I was going to talk to you guys a little bit about, kind of my expectations moving forward with some of this. So my intention is to put out probably 2 to 3 videos, unless it just significant stuff happens on the stock channel. I'm going to probably try to do 2 to 3 videos, and we'll continue to live stream on Fridays like I always have been. That's just, expectations. But definitely going to be grinding on the sports channel for a while, just because I'm going to try to get that monetized. I haven't checked since the stuff went, or the premiere today, but I'm pretty close to 100 subs. And the watch time has been insane. Like, people are watching the videos, which is very key. Anyone who's done YouTube or understands YouTube knows that watch time and viewable time is very important. And that's been kind of a surprise to me. Not that, maybe it's just because I'm coming from stock videos where, most people's retention rates are about 5 to 7 minutes. When it comes to the sports stuff, like, people watch it through because they want to know, like, in-depthly on what you're talking about, and I think that's absolutely awesome. So super, super excited. I'm just really excited for the opportunities. There's definitely stuff coming, guys, on that other channel that I never thought I'd ever even imagine. I'm going to be talking to some people I never thought I would be talking to. So a lot going on, guys. A lot going on. They better not mess with Brian like CNBC did. That would suck. Yeah, they're going on. It's supposed to be going on Fox Business, is what the rumor is. I posted that in my video. That was a true interaction on Twitter, social media. So, I could see that definitely coming down the pipeline for sure. For sure. I appreciate it, Duckster. Means a ton. Nora, you get a lot of money on AMC. I'm not in AMC. I bet she probably made some decent money on this more recent run. That thing went up. Let's pull it up real quick. We haven't even touched the charts yet. I'm not going to be no burner market. TC is flawless, ladies and gentlemen. If you have not got over to TC, burner market trading, go check him out. Absolutely just clutch when it comes to understanding charts and really kind of determining how things are going to ebb and flow. It is the most incredible thing I've ever seen. It's absolutely amazing. So go over there, subscribe to his channel, smash that like button. Same goes for Nora, guys. Nora has been putting in the time, putting in the work, putting in the effort to not only do live streams, but put up videos. And, guys, she's been doing an amazing job. So I know everyone mostly in here is definitely subscribed to her channel. But you guys can smash that like button for sure. It helps out the algorithm. And comment down below. Even if you just, say, hey, what's going on? It helps, guys. It really does. Just 125 shares. Tim, a little better after stock getting a up. Heisenberg, Breaking Bad, one of my favorite shows ever. 125 shares, also 100 gain in a week. Awesome. That's awesome, Ching. If these stocks squeeze, I'm buying a Lucas Murphy t-shirt in every color. That's awesome, Nora. Meme stocks, love them. Would you consider AMC a meme stock? How you liking LTNC these days, Miguel? I still do. And obviously the reason why it's just been stagnant is just because as investors, they caught up with the idea that they're not pink current yet. And once they get pink current, I think this thing just explodes. They're doing everything that they're demonstrating, they're showing. We're seeing sales, we're seeing the stuff. A lot of it's being direct. It's very transparent. I think how they're handling their social media is incredible. They kind of got away from the former CEO and kind of told him to just kick rocks, even though it was a little bit more polite. But he's off, and they're really leading this company in the right direction. I think that by them creating a partnership with a gaming, they're getting very involved with gaming. And some of the people that they've actually got from YouTube and Twitch and really the gaming aspect has been incredible. So I think they really have it worked out. And you're talking about some of the titans in the beverage industry. So this isn't just like their first rodeo. They've been through it before. It's just they got to get Pink Current, and I think that's just where we're at a stagnant kind of share time where we're at right now. But definitely still same mentality as I was before. Been adding. I'm actually up to almost 200,000 shares. And I think I'm going to just hold. Guys, that was one thing I'm going to talk to you guys about too. I'm honestly just building up a massive cash position. I really have not bought or sold anything in a while, and I'm just really kind of just staying with where I'm at and just letting this baby ride, and we're going to see what happens. So it got as high as $36.72, it looks like, and it since then has receded back down to $26.12. So, had its squeeze right there, got it up, and then hopefully we kind of see it settle in there. I could see definitely settling in the 20s, mid 20s. The movie theaters are definitely opening back up. I know for a fact, guys, because I've talked about it multiple times. The headquarters for AMC is like 15 minutes from my house, and so they're rocking with their original theater, and they're getting things rolling. So I expect them to definitely start generating revenue again, and I definitely think that it's gonna be something that'll last. It's nice to see that they were able to become the stock that they were, because they were definitely going to go out of business, I feel. And with this kind of rejuvenation and the people that saved it, it's been incredible. So, Lucas Palookas, yeah, I've been called that before for sure. Torchlight looking juicy. Lou made me do it. Lou versus Wall Street, baby. How's that ZNTE chart looking? ZNTE. Looking pretty flat there, bud. It doesn't look like a lot is going on with that. Very flat. Very flat. There you guys go. Attack dogs. Been seeing a lot more Teslas out on the road. Honestly, Duckster, I have two. I'm not going to lie. I have two. There's been a ton. And I really, where I live, there's starting to be a lot more. A lot more. Been seeing it a lot more. Yep, read that. Dude, that new channel is smashing. I appreciate it, Nora. I really do. I'm just going to continue grinding on it. It's so much fun, guys. Like, the interviews I've conducted so far. Not that you guys even care, but I'm going to try to keep them separate. But the excitement I have, honestly, guys, for the other channel is just through the roof. And the reason is because, I interviewed Michael Darcy, who has 6,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel. It's called the KC Sports Report, and he covers a lot of Royals, Chiefs, mostly Chiefs, and he's built a very solid following, and it's amazing to see. He's 19 years old and just absolutely killing it. He's had a couple videos that I know for a fact have gone over 100,000, and he currently is a writer for KC Kingdom, which is attached to Fansided. So I interviewed him, and we definitely hit it off. Going to be doing a lot of interviews together. But then I also interviewed last night, which premiered today, was Josh Fan, and he's actually the head editor for the Chiefs side of KC Kingdom, which is tied to Fansided. So, it's just absolutely incredible to even just be able to meet interact and engage with guys who've been doing this for as long as they have. Both of them are monetized, and I have something else that I really think is extremely significant, and it's big time. But again, I want to make sure that it's going to happen before I say anything, because I don't want to just say something and then not happen and look like that guy. So I will definitely let this channel know if that happens on the other channel, because in my opinion, it's bigger than any CEO. Just being honest. So we'll see. We'll see if it works out. It's crazy. I have to give mad credit to this channel because, the first time I ever reached out to a CEO, which was Ryan Walsh, he responded back. And since that point, I haven't really had any fear of just sending a message to anybody. And if they don't respond, then I understand respectfully, they're swamped. In this case, they're swamped because they're professional athletes, or they're in such a business where they're so engulfed in what they're doing because it's in season that they just don't have time to do that. But in this situation, I did get a response. And because of the current situation, I was told that we'll meet back up. We'll rally the corral come next week, and we're going to set something up, hopefully. So I had to kind of take a moment, and I usually don't do that because it's just not how, I don't really get starstruck because, I want to present a good video for you guys, a good interview, but this time I was starstruck. So we'll see if it happens. Did you buy the dip on Humble? How many shares do you have now? I'm up to 55K. Really excited. Holy smokes, bro. That's insane. That's absolutely awesome. Congratulations, man. That's really... I am actually up to 18,000. I was buying the heck out of it at about 80 cents. I don't think I ever got any below 80. I think my lowest was 82. But that's incredible, man. You're going to be set for life. You're going to be set for life. Really excited, but shit my pants for a minute when I got to 76. Yeah, I don't think you're going to have a lot to worry about. I don't know what your average price is there, GS Tech, but that's phenomenal. Nora, 2 collabs already. That is progress, for sure. For sure. When football season starts, you need to do a KC weekly matchup and predictions. Most definitely, Tim. That's coming 100%. And guys, that's what, I was trying to be real, and I want you guys to understand, you guys are my YouTube. I created the stock channel, and I met you guys. You guys are my family through YouTube. And this channel is not going anywhere, guys. I don't want that to be conveyed. It's not going anywhere at all. It's just kind of being put on the back burner right now just because I'm trying to create 2 successful channels. But in all honesty and in all reality, if you really break it down, sports are always going to be there. Sports are always going to be talked about, whether it is just Kansas City. There's always a connection to some sport, and people are going to always be interested in sports. That's the difference between stocks and business, is that when things weren't successful, it's not that I wasn't pumping the videos out, because you guys know I was doing videos daily. It's the retention and the people who are concerned with the videos that disappears, and the care for watching stocks on Humble and Ag Eagle and Dragonfly and ALPP and all these other stocks go down because they don't want to take as much risk. They don't believe in the risk. So there's just a lot that it's just kind of it was tough, and so that's kind of why I decided to take the leap when I did. 1 second. Where is it?
Insulation above the door. The blanket and the sheet are soaking wet and stink. It's not the deep freezer.
So it's coming from the deck.
Yeah, where we sprayed. The insulation's wet.
Huh. Who'd you call? Your dad?
Yeah, he said we need to go get a dehumidifier. We need to get one running since it stinks. Because it's that mildew that will leave the black mold.
Okay. Oh, gotta get caught back up.
I need that fan as well.
How's the pay difference between your sports videos and your stock videos? I think you mentioned once that sports YouTubers get paid more on average. It would be stocks. So stocks probably would get paid a little bit more than sports, because the stocks, have more ad revenue because of the type of presentation for the ads, where I think sports would be a little bit more along the lines of maybe a little bit higher than maybe a gamer, but not too much higher because of the ads that are going to be displayed based on your content. So, but I think you would have more continuous retention with the sports. So it honestly maybe could equal out just because you're going to get a lot more. We'll have to see for sure. TC is the candle whisperer for sure. No question. Nora, he is on point with stocks. It's incredible to see him break down a stock from a chart perspective. Not a meme stock, a legit company. I agree. I really do. I don't think that AMC is a meme stock. I definitely think GameStop in the current state is a meme stock, and obviously Doge was a meme that has kind of switched gears. But yeah, for sure. Looking forward to your Royals videos. I had my AirPods in listening to your salary cap video while I was in the teleconference at work yesterday. Keep them coming for sure, Rodney. No question. Yeah, I'm definitely going to, that's going to be something I start hitting on a lot. What am I looking at?
The game.
0-0.
Top of 7th.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. That's definitely something that, I'm going to start hitting on a lot more. It's just like, I'm trying to cover everything, and there's just so much sports related. That's even with like Kansas City not being that big. If you look at some other sports areas, like imagine like a Los Angeles or something like that, that would be incredible because you got the Chargers, you got, you got the Rams, you could be talking about any California team really because of just your location. So Kansas City has been hard enough. I could cover like Mizzou, I could cover K-State, I could cover KU. You got the Royals, you got the Chiefs, you got Sporting Kansas City from a soccer perspective, which is something I'm also wanting to do because, Sporting Kansas City, the stadium is literally 5 minutes from my house. And then you got the Kansas City Monarchs now, which is right next door. You got the new women's soccer team that's playing in the Monarch Stadium. So there's just so many sports videos that could continuously come out that I just don't have enough time, guys. I really, really don't. With the new revenue, there will be many improvements, I'm sure. Most definitely. I've readjusted my setup because I do feel probably towards the end of this year, beginning of next year, I'm going to look to add to more tech, so probably another computer to just house strictly that channel, and then this computer I'm doing this on with you guys right now is going to be strictly for for the stock stuff. The dogs, yeah, those are my that's my squad right there, the SWAT team. They sound ferocious, but I think if you tickled their bellies, they'd probably start licking you, and you'd become best friends. Double check and make sure your ankles are in one piece. Oh, man.
No.
You got Mahomes to agree to come on the show. I wish. Maybe down the road that is a very good possibility. But yeah, definitely in the works with some big time stuff for sure, sports related. Declet seems open to interviews, honestly. And that's another thing, Nora. I think he was, but now that he's now that he is in the position that he's in, maybe it might change. We're just gonna have to see. Bo Jackson, I would pass out. I'm not gonna lie to you, Tim. I literally would probably. I don't know if I could withhold my excitement for Bo versus George Brett. I think I'd easily be able to talk to George Brett. I'm not necessarily like. He is obviously the Kansas City baseball player until the more recent stuff that has been going on. Hosmer, Moustakas, a lot of those guys, Lorenzo Cain, I think even just their presence in Kansas City, and some of the players now, like George Brett will always be Mr., but Alex Gordon would be another one. But Bo Jackson, man, that would be tough to just keep the fandom out of it and just conduct an interview. I think I would just lose it because I didn't necessarily get to see Bo play, but you can go back and watch his highlights and you just know like what he was doing as a player. I mean, hearing the stories from Auburn to when he was playing for the Raiders to him then coming to Kansas City and hitting balls like places have never been in the stadium or even out of the stadium. It's just incredible to see the ability Bo Jackson had. And it's just unfortunate that his career ended short in both sports. I feel like we're going to get dumped soon. No, it's not happening. It's not happening. It really isn't. It's just it's not that and like I said, I'm not getting rid of it. It's just right now I'm trying to develop the other channel, and get it caught up to speed as ideally what's going on. But the videos will continue to pour out. I have some plans for. I'm going to conduct a Dragonfly video because they put out their earnings and it was very positive. And as you guys saw, the stock responded today. There's obviously some other ones that I want to cover. I definitely want to talk about MUDs because that is Topps, and that's baseball cards. And as you guys can see over my shoulder, I collect baseball cards, football cards, and stuff. So Topps is definitely one that I want to cover, which is currently a SPAC, which is MUDs. Lucas is going to give us the it's me, it's not you speech. That's awesome. That's awesome. But the thing is, Rodney, is you're on the other channel, so I can't really give you that one. That's awesome. Please don't start the stock channel, then become a paper-handed origami folding, then taking all the revenue to buy a setup to play Fortnite all the damn day. Who's doing... Oh, I know... Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about. As crazy that is, Tim, have you seen his sub count as of late? His sub count, he was on the verge of hitting 100. I actually think he did hit 100 possibly. And I checked the other day. I have not clicked on his channel in months. It's at least been a month. And he's lost about 5,000 subs. And, at that point, guys, like, in all honesty, after you hit monetization... your sub count matters to some degree if you're trying to get the plaque, but your sub count changes your mentality a little bit. And for him to lose 5,000 people, that's incredible. That's incredible. But no, I'm not going to start playing Fortnite. I can assure you that. I don't have enough time to play Fortnite. Let alone I don't have enough time to play a video game at all, even if I wanted to. I literally, guys, I get home from work, I spend time with the family, and then I'm down here grinding at night, making videos and doing interviews and everything. So, the time is definitely going into, creating some successful things. But no, I'm not ditching you guys, dumping you guys by no means. This is still a passion of mine for sure, and like something that I enjoy talking about. And like I said, I told you guys before, I do have some interviews lined up for the stock channel. It's just with the current situation of NASDAQ uplistings and some other things that I've been informed of. I had to put them on hold, but they're literally on the schedule and they just keep getting pushed back. So I do think some other things will start to happen for sure. Tim, doesn't your son play Fortnite? Oh, you got a winner there. She asked for the score. My heart is so full of joy. That's really rare. Yeah, she's hanging over here and she keeps her team's playing. She's got Mizzou. She's a Mizzou.
No, I'm not.
She says no, she's not. Yes, she's a Mizzou girl.
In this game, I want Mizzou, but no.
But they're playing James Madison. It's 0-0.
On the top of the 7 for bases loaded. Oh my god, she... We're going to talk Fortnite, baby. Oh, God. No! Not Fortnite. I thought that game was gone. I hate Irish gamers, just saying. I bought a juicy new skin, guys. But getting killed by a 14-year-old effing loser. I don't even know, like... have you checked out his gaming channel? Because I really haven't. Like... I haven't. Talking about Bo, brother, don't stand up. I think you're too excited. Kind of like Duckster in class. When it wind blows just right, grab a book before you stand up. Most definitely. Most definitely. It definitely disappeared, though, because the dog scared me. So, yeah, that definitely disappeared. Why do you ask if anyone played Among Us?
They do. Duckster plays Among Us all the time. Duckster, my kids don't play Fortnite. Ryan, what's going on, my friend? Yes, UAVS. I appreciate it, my friend. It means a ton. It means an absolute ton. Hopefully they continue to pour out because I think Brandon Torres, the Cled, is definitely leading the charge. And I honestly foresee some pretty significant things coming for Ag Eagle. You know, I hit on that a ton in the beginning. I really do think that Ag Eagle is going to have some significant pieces of information. And it'll be very interesting to see if they let the new CEO act differently. And if he does, then we know that Droz was just maybe not the answer. But, you know, it'll be interesting to see if we start to see some PR. I mean, Brandon Torres de Colette was already using Twitter. He posted the other day on Twitter. And it's like I've never seen Droz in any social media platform. So I think that's already a positive right there. Very, very nice to even see just a social media, you know, aspect. Wait, what stock YouTube started playing Fortnite? That would be, I don't know if it's Fortnite, but I know he's playing, what's the one where you try to hit the balls in the goal with the cars? But I know he's doing that, and he's playing something else, but it is, oh God, what is his name? Tim? I literally just drew a blank. I can't even, I'm drawing a blank.
Just said FSU beat. The Seminoles are going back to the World Series.
UAVS, love the videos. What was YouTuber? Bring her on. They want you to step in the screen.
No.
She says no, she's not prepared. Tell your wife. Andrew says hi. Andrew says hi. Bring the wife on like Stock Mo. She's not physically or appearance ready because she's in there slaving away on the leakage we have going on. So we did find the issue. Well, I didn't find it. She found it. So hopefully we can get that resolved. It is the issue I kind of was believing. So we do get severe. So how our house is positioned is the house itself runs from east to west, but your main faces of your house face north to south. And when we get like severe storms, they usually come directly towards the area at which we're having the issue. And like I told you guys yesterday, I bet we were having like 40, 50 mile an hour winds with just inches, like flash flooding, inches and inches of rain coming down in just droves. Like you could easily go like get your swimsuit on and probably swim down the road. That's how much rain was coming down. So when that blows onto our deck and stuff, it leaked behind the deck, and I think that's how it got into the house. So we're gonna have to go get a dehumidifier and get get it all cleaned up and stuff. So.
Hi.
There she is. That's Emily.
Hi.
And that's Gunner. There, I brought her on like Stock Mo. Leave the women alone. She's great in my book. Can't beat a wife that's into sports. Most definitely not. Most definitely not. I will definitely tell you that I beat her in every facet of every sport. I'm a much better softball player than she is. Mm-hmm. Okay. But, you know, it is what it is. Tim goes, remember that, Andrew. He's trying to tell her he needs to get a girlfriend that's interested in sports. Mm-hmm. I'll remember that, Tim. Yes, you need to remember that, Dexter. Make sure that she tells you the scores to the game. Nora says hello. She's the stock explorer. Mm-hmm. You've seen Nora. She's seen you before, Nora, on YouTube. Holy smokes, guys. What a week. HCMC, there's I had to get caught back up. Most definitely not, Nora. Most definitely not. Only in sports. Only in sports. What? She said, don't beat your wife. HCMC, guys, I had a lot of people confused. A lot of people were confused with the HCMC. Like, they were getting a lot of those serial numbers and things like that, and really just confused on the overall, like, what the presentation was depending on which platform you used. And it still does look very confusing. I wish it was explained a little bit better, but I definitely, it'll be interesting to see how many people took advantage of the discounted share price and things like that. The only that makes me down pretty bad is Bant. Yeah, I'm down terribly on Bant. And that's just a company that was just still very, very unknown. And it's in the drone sector. So it'll be interesting to see if they hold on and can perform once the drone sector becomes prevalent. So, yeah. I don't know, Nora. Sometimes beating your wife doesn't mean what you think it does. I'm in Illinois, so we got all the rain today. I got stuck in it at St. Jude golf outing. Holy smokes, yeah. Ours, it was just, I'm sure you know, it was incredible. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Yeah, I've been wanting to golf a lot, but we've literally had probably, this is no exaggeration, probably 12 straight days of precipitation at some point, whether it is all day or a few hours out of the day. We've gotten rain at least 12 days, and they're saying that tomorrow it might let up. I have to mow grass, guys, at some point. Like my grass, like our little dogs go out and they look like the raptors from Jurassic Park. Like all you see are tails and then the grass is waving. Like that's, at some point I got to get out there and mow. I'm going to try to again tomorrow, and hopefully get it chopped down a little bit more. And then we're supposed to get rain Sunday night, and we're supposed to get a ton of rain on Monday. So, we'll see. Probably good that the Royals are out of town because they probably get some games canceled. I got some weird listing on my TD from HCMC. I don't even know what it is. Yeah, basically what it is, they're offering, they gave, it was like 25%, I believe. 25% of your shares was, you were able to spend like you were able to get like 10%. I can't remember the full thing. I had to explain it the other day, and I feel like I explained it very well. It just didn't stick. Like, because there's a lot of numbers and things like that. I know I have 250,000 shares on my retirement side, and it shows that I could purchase up to 64,500 at the discounted rate. I did elect to not obviously do that, so I forgave my rights or forgoed my rights because I chose not to do that, and that gives someone else to purchase those shares. Ooh, hiccups. Bant is still sleeping. Well, I sure hope. It's just sleeping and not put to rest. Yeah, Tim, I forgot what that's like. The Rona killed my vibe. Get your portfolio manager to help with your portfolio game changing. Okay, guys, I got to take my dad to the airport. Have a great weekend. Love you, fam. Take it easy, Tim. Appreciate you coming in, my friend. Means a ton. It really does. Tell your dad hello. Hopefully he has a great flight. Do I have to spend money to get them, or were they freebies? Yeah, you have to spend money to get them. They're just at a discounted rate, and I believe that is the 10% discount, and the 25% is what they deemed that. So is basically what they did is they took 25% of how many shares you own, and they're saying that at the shares that are the 25%, you can purchase those shares at a 10% discount. It's very confusing. I had to read it multiple times, but that's my understanding from it. I could be way off, but that's how I understood it. Never pay fees ever. Remember that, Andrew. Okay, thanks for clarifying. Yeah, hopefully that makes sense. Never pay taxes. Laugh my ass off. Just kidding. Don't want to go to jail. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. If you ever seen Jersey Shore, I'm not a fan of Jersey Shore, but I'm pretty sure that's what Mike did. He chose not to pay his taxes, and we see what happened to him.
No, he lied about his taxes.
Oh, my wife says he lied about his taxes. So he just did a lot of things wrong with taxes. And he only went to jail for, what, 2 years?
8 months.
8 months because he's a celebrity. So imagine what happened to you, Andrew, because you're not a celebrity.
His brother went to jail for 2 years.
2 years, yeah. So see, his brother, who is not popular, went to jail for 2 years, but because Mike is popular and he's a Jersey Shore member, he was only in.
Did the tax
He was only in for 8 months.
His brother did the taxes for both of them.
Yeah, I'll pass because I bought in at 4 cents, so that would not be a bargain. Yeah, and that's what I agree. I think I got in very, very cheap too, and it would make complete sense, but I don't know. I got into it because it was a lottery pick for me, and a lot of people are sticking with it more now because they're like, hey, the company's developing and things like that. I believe that will happen, but I think that's a much bigger thing than what we're currently at. So, all right, Fleeing Gang, I'm gonna head out. See y'all next live and in the Discord. Take it easy, Duckster. I appreciate you coming in, my friend. Take it easy. Club Fed ain't all that bad. Club Fed ain't all that bad.
You're in trouble, Emma.
I can't believe I caught up with the chat. It was rolling there for a minute. I had to really kind of start reading. Definitely had to start reading. Oh, I got some stuff lined up for the other channel that I'm excited about, guys. Like I told you earlier, I'm excited for it, but I do have some videos in mind. There's a lot of stuff going on with Julio Jones. I'm definitely gonna start covering the baseball stuff. I do have some things planned for this channel too. Like I told you guys, I'm looking forward to really kind of getting back into some of these. I kind of want to talk about Workhorse again, even though that is a dead horse. I kind of want to talk about where they're currently at with some things, because I don't feel like since the whole mail thing didn't happen, it seems like the company just disappeared. Obviously the share price definitely disappeared. Lordstown, same thing. Found out that they're under investigation because of them forging orders. But you haven't really heard a lot about them either anymore, and those are kind of question marks. So I definitely want to talk about them again and just see the amount of interest. Clean Spark, I think, deserves some love in a video. And there's a few that I'm owning that I want to talk about. So we'll definitely have to dive into some of these. Like even right here, just one of the pop-ups is Workhorse Group stocks falls Friday, underperforms market. So yeah, very interesting. But Nora coming in with the $3. I appreciate it, Nora. It means a ton. It really does. Thank you for the AMC squeeze. I appreciate it, Nora. Thank you so much. Good night, all. Lucas, I hope water situation gets resolved with minimal headache. I sure hope so too, Rodney. Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, I guess you were at a golf tournament, Rain. Hope you got any games for your son this weekend for baseball? Appreciate it, Nora. Nora, did you happen to swing into TC's NFT live stream today? He was going ham. He was you could tell he's super pumped. And I don't know if you noticed either. He's starting to do some pretty intense videos, like good stuff, like good content videos. Like he's very much involved. I like how he's doing his videos. Like he almost brings like a comedy to it. Very, very cool. So super excited for that. I did have to laugh though, Nora. Michelle went live. Michelle went live the other night, and she was out on her deck, I think. And obviously, you were talking, but I would assume that was her husband talking to her. And you kept popping in. You were using obviously your Stock Explorer. You were using your Stock Explorer, but then you were using your Pineapple one, and it was just hilarious because. Yeah, that one had me cracking up because obviously he's talking about the squeeze, and if you watch the very first video, the very first part of that video, he actually it's like eating the lemon, and I'm like, oh my goodness, he's on it. He is on it, man. You can tell he does it. He doesn't work. He obviously focuses on this stuff, and he definitely grinds with. Ways to create income, but his passion for what he's doing and his ability to live stream is so flawless, and you could tell he cared to dedicate his craft to charts, and I've never seen someone just do so well with breaking out the chart, and as he does it, yeah, it's so incredible. They called me Tropical Freeze. Yeah, that's what it was. I was rolling. Oldest son finishes up high school tomorrow and starts travel next weekend. Going to be on the road every weekend until August. Going to have to watch her live on the road. That's awesome, Rodney. Yeah, I look forward to the days that happens. You know, whatever sport it is, I look forward to those opportunities. I'm super pumped. So I wish you guys luck. Hopefully you guys have some successful. I completely understand that too, because I was a baseball player, and yeah, it's gonna be awesome. So have a great weekend, man. I appreciate you. The support has been phenomenal, and it means a ton. You love some Michelle. Yeah, did she go live tonight, Nora? I didn't see tonight. I had to bounce back and forth between two channels, so it's like, so I, on my stock side, I'm subscribed to like you, and I'm subscribed to Michelle, and like a lot of the stock stuff is on obviously through my stock channel, so I can keep that track. But then I have my sports channel, and then I have everything that I'm tied to that. And then I obviously am watching like, personal stuff that I like to watch. So like gamers and so like it's an overload sometimes. Enjoy every second of it. You blink and it's over. I'm starting to realize that, man. It's incredible to see he's already going on 2 years old and just the time's flying. No, she's on vacation. Oh, okay. That's probably why she did it from her deck the way she did it the other night. She's on vacation. She's probably about to lose some of it too. She got so fired up the other day. She was just rolling. I enjoy listening to her. Well, guys, we've been going for an hour and 18 minutes. I'm definitely going to go in here and inspect this water situation. Nora, I really do appreciate the support. It means a ton. Thank you for the $3. Everybody that's popped into this live stream, it means a ton. You guys obviously are what makes this channel successful. You guys are the ones that watch the videos and keep it grinding. So thank you. And like I told you guys, the videos won't stop. They're just probably going to slow down just a little bit on this channel for a little bit. Expect 2 to 3 videos a week with the live streams. I'm going all out on the sports channel just to try to get it caught up and get this to like level, and then that's where we'll start to level out and get both channels going the way I want to. So, but I appreciate your guys' support as always. It means a ton, and you guys truly are my YouTube family. So, just hopefully you guys have a phenomenal weekend. Spend it with loved ones, spend it with your friends, spend it with your family. Have a great weekend. Obviously, it's Memorial Weekend, guys. You understand that means more to me than most because of what it represents, and so I'm definitely going to kind of reflect on people serving this country and who have lost their lives due to that, because obviously I serve the country, and it's about those people that serve the country and were not able to return home, or lost their lives due to serving this country. So make sure you pay your homage and your respects to obviously the people who did that, especially if you have loved ones that have lost their lives. It's it's a greater meaning than going out and hanging out and kicking back, eating some burgers, drinking some beer, and things like that. So Memorial Weekend is definitely important to some people. So much respect to those people for sure. Hopefully you guys have a tremendous weekend. Thank you again. I really do appreciate the support, guys. It really does mean a ton. And you guys know how I wrap these videos up. I wrap these live streams up. As always, have a fantastic weekend. Have a good day.